Morning and Assalamu alaikum, beta. Good morning and Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me all? Good morning and Assalamu alaikum, beta. Can you hear me all? Beta, kindly reply me. Okay. Okay, beta. Walaikum salam, Inzila. Just give me few seconds to admit all of you. Okay. Now, good morning and Assalamu alaikum. Hope you all will be fine and staying safe at home, beta. So, what we are going to study. If you remember, we have uploaded a note on Google Classroom that you are supposed to submit your homework journals on Monday and Tuesday, means today and tomorrow. So you are supposed to submit your literature journals on Monday and Tuesday, means today and tomorrow. So that is why we have not given you the next written assignment so that you can complete your previous assignments first. But from tomorrow onwards, inshallah, from tomorrow onwards, we are going to give you the next homework. Okay? So get ready for the next upcoming homeworks. So today and tomorrow are the days for the submission of your English literature homeworks, English literature journals. Hope you all have completed your English literature work by today and you are coming to submit your assignments as well. So let's move towards the lecture now. Okay, those who are present right now, kindly keep on typing present in the chat box. The students who are present right now, beta, kindly keep on writing or typing present in the chat box. Yes, Hari, we have mentioned in the note on Google Classroom that you have to submit your literature number one. Sorry, journal number one. And journal number one means your English literature journal because journal two is your English language journal. I hope I'm clear. Kindly read the note on Google Classroom, beta. Kindly read the note on Google Classroom. Okay, let's move towards the lecture now. The students who have just joined me, beta, kindly write present in the chat box. The students who have just joined me, kindly write present in the chat box and I'm going to start the lecture now. So, what are we going to study today? Okay, today is our lecture number 13. Today is our lecture number 13 and date is 13th of July 2020. Okay, you must be thinking that today is your English literature day, but why teacher is going to give us a lecture of English language? The reason is, beta, we have asked you to submit your English literature journals. So, when I teach you English literature journal, English literature, your English literature journals will be with me. That is why in this week, in these three classes of this week, we will study only English language because your English literature journals will be with me for checking. But later on, when we will study English literature, then your English language journals will be with you. Okay, I hope I am clear. Once again, I am repeating. Today is our lecture number 13 and date is 13th of July 2020, and the students who have just joined me kindly write present in the chat box. The students who have just joined me kindly write present in the chat box. Okay? So, okay, what is the topic for today's lecture? Today we are going to study direct and indirect assertive sentences. Okay, today we are going to study direct and indirect assertive sentences. If you remember in our previous lecture of English language, I have told you all the rules of changing direct into indirect with complete structures, rules, and examples. Okay? If you remember, the students who have attended my English language class in which I have explained you all the rules and examples of changing direct to indirect speech, and I'm sure that you have recalled and you have learned all the rules of changing direct to indirect speech. So today we are only going to do the assertive sentences. Okay? I have told you the meaning of assertive sentences as well. In my previous English language class, I have told you in detail that what are assertive sentences. Assertive sentences, Fozia, I think I have explained you that why we are going to study English language today. Did not you hear me, Beta? Today we are going to study English language because you are going to submit your English literature journal today in school. Today and tomorrow are the dates for the submission of your English literature journals. That is why we are going to study English language, because if we will study English literature, then you will not have your English literature journals with you. Your English literature journals will be with me for checking. That is why we are going to study English language in these three classes in this week, so that you will have your language journals with you and you will be able to complete your work of English language. Because if you will study English literature, then you will not have your journals with you to complete the work. This is the reason, because we have uploaded everything on Google Classroom. Kindly check Google Classroom. What are the notifications? What are the things that we are going to upload on Google Classroom? Kindly remain in touch, be in touch with Google Classroom. Each and everything we are uploading on Google Classroom. I hope it is clear to you now. So, today we are going to study direct and indirect assertive sentences. And in my previous lecture, I have told you the students who have just joined me kindly write present in the chat box. Okay, I have told you in my previous class what are assertive sentences. The assertive sentences are the sentences which are known as declarative sentences, or which tells us any statement. The simple sentences, the sentences which assert something, which declare something, which makes any kind of statement are known as assertive sentences. Okay, so what are the rules of changing direct speech into indirect speech of assertive sentences? If you remember, I have told you all the rules of changing direct speech to indirect speech in my previous English language class in a detail. So, I will tell you a brief introduction about the rules of changing direct to indirect speech. Momin and Nimra, kindly write present in the chat box if you are present right now. Momin and Nimra, kindly write present in the chat box if you people are present right now. Okay. So beta, all the rules are same for changing direct to indirect speech in assertive sentences, but again I will give you a brief review, a brief introduction of rules of changing direct speech to indirect speech. Rule number one is same as you all know that inverted commas. Inverted commas, words of the speaker are not enclosed in inverted commas in indirect speech. You all know this thing that when we change direct speech to indirect speech, the inverted commas are removed. Okay, you all know. This is direct speech. I said to her, I am sleeping. This is direct speech. That is why I have written the words of speaker in inverted commas. But when I am going to change this direct speech to indirect speech, I will remove the inverted commas as it is in front of you. This is rule number one. Now, rule number two. Okay, the students who have just joined in, kindly write present in the chat box. I will not repeat it again because I have started my lecture. I'm just saying you for the last time, the students who have just joined me in, kindly write present in the chat box. Okay. But rule number one was the removal of inverted commas. Rule number two, change in the tense of reported speech. I hope you have learned all these conversions of tenses because I have explained all these in my previous lecture. Once again, I am giving you a brief review about the conversion of tenses. Present indefinite tense into past indefinite, present continuous into past continuous, present perfect into past perfect, present perfect continuous into past perfect continuous, past indefinite into past perfect, and past perfect no change, it will remain the same past perfect. Past perfect continuous, no change, it will remain the same. Past perfect continuous, will or shall into would or should, can into could, and may into might. This is rule number two, change in the tense of reported speech. So rule number one was removal of inverted commas. Rule number two is change in the tense of reported speech. What is rule number three? Acha, there are few exceptional cases as well. If the tense of the reported speech will not change if it is universal truth, some fact of science and fact of nature are given. The tense will not change if the reported speech is given any kind of universal truth, any kind of fact of nature or fact of science. For example, he said the sun rises in the east. Obviously, the sun rises in the east is a universal truth. It's a fact of nature. So we cannot change its tense. The tense will remain same. He said that the sun rises in the east. Have you seen? I have written the same tense again. So, if the reported speech is given any universal truth, any fact of science or fact of nature, its tense will not change, it will remain the same. Next is, if reporting verb is in present indefinite tense or in future indefinite tense, the tense of the reported speech will not change. Again, for example, this is the reporting verb. If it is in present indefinite tense or in future indefinite tense, the tense of reported speech will not change. I have told you this thing previously as well. For example, how I am going to change into indirect speech. He says that he does his work. This is present indefinite tense, and when I changed into indirect speech, again the same tense I have followed, the present indefinite tense. So beta, this is another rule. In exceptional cases, if the tense of the reported speech will not change if a universal truth is given, any fact of nature or science is given, or if the reporting verb is in present indefinite tense or in future indefinite tense, the tense of reported speech will not change. Okay? Okay, the students who have just joined me kindly write present in the chat box. The students who have just joined me kindly write present in the chat box. Okay, now we have rule number 4. Change in pronouns. But before changing the pronouns, you should know what are first person pronouns, what are second person pronouns, and what are third person pronouns. So, first person pronouns are I, my, me, mine, we, us, our, and ours. Second person pronoun you, your, and yours. Third person pronouns he, she, it, they, them, their, and theirs. Okay, I hope these pronouns are clear now. So let's move towards the rule of change of pronouns. How we are going to change pronouns. I have told you previously as well, beta. I have told you previously as well that first person pronoun means I, we, me, mine, us, ours normally change to the third person pronoun he, she, they, his, her, their, him, her, or them. See, this is the example now. The example is in front of you, beta. You can take help from the example now. He told her, I want to meet your father. Okay. I is first person pronoun and it will change according to the subject or speaker. Okay. I first person pronoun normally changes according to the speaker or the subject. Who is the speaker or subject here? He is the speaker or subject here. So it will change like this. He told her that I into he. He told her that he, okay, want is present indefinite tense and it will change into past indefinite tense. He wanted to meet her father. I hope first person pronoun is clear to you now. First person pronouns always or normally changes according to the speaker or the subject. Okay. Number two, there will be no change in the pronoun when the speaker reports his own words. Whether if the speaker is saying something about himself or talking about his own words, then you are not supposed to change the pronouns. See the example. I said I am going. In the both cases, the speaker and the subject we have first person pronoun. That is why it will not change. I said that I was going because it's present continuous tense and it will change into past continuous tense. I hope it is clear. Now we have third person pronoun. Second person, now we have third rule. Second person pronoun you, your, or yours change according to the person of the object of the reporting word. It means that second person pronoun always changes according to the object or according to the listener. This is speaker or subject. This is listener or object. So second person pronoun always changes according to the object or listener. He told her, I love you. He told her that I will go towards the object or the listener. He told her that He loved her. Okay? I told him you are stupid. I told him that you towards the listener, he was a stupid. Number four, third person pronouns do not normally change in the reported speech. She said I love him. Okay, now we have third person pronouns and normally they do not changes. Okay, for example, we have she said I love him. This is I. We have first person pronoun. It will go towards the speaker or the subject. She said that she loved him. This is the same thing that I have told you in my previous rule as well. Okay, now we have rule number 5. Changes in adverbs of time and place. This into that, today into that day, now into then, these into those, here into there, tomorrow into the next day or the following day, yesterday into the previous day or the last day, tonight into that night, thus into so. Okay, now before we move towards the exercise of changing assertive sentences into indirect speech, I hope that all these five rules are clear. Rule number one was removal of inverted commas. Rule number two was changes in the tense of reported speech and exceptional cases. Rule number four was changes in pronouns. And rule number five was change in adverbs of time and place. Now we are moving towards the exercise, and I have included all the assertive sentences in this exercise because we are going to take a start from assertive sentences. Ariba Aga, you have joined the class too late. Half of the class has gone. Half of the time has gone. Should I mark you absent now? The students who have just joined me kindly write present in the chat box. I am repeating again and again, if you join the class late, I will mark you absent. I am telling you. So please be on time. Whoever has not written present in the chat box, kindly write present. Okay, let's move towards the exercise now, Vida. Sentence number one. He said to me, I sing a sweet song. He said to me, I sing a sweet song. So, because he said to me into he told me that a conjunction that will be used now. He told me that. Okay. Removal of commas. Rule number one we have to follow. Removal of commas. Now, change of pronoun. Change of pronoun. I. I is the first person pronoun and it will move towards the speaker or the subject. Who is the speaker or subject here? He. He told me that he. Okay? Sing. Sing is the present indefinite tense. Its first form of verb. It means it's present indefinite tense. And present indefinite tense always goes into past indefinite tense. So it will be he sang a sweet song. Is it clear, beta? He told me that he sang a sweet song. Number two, the boy said we have a holiday. Okay, the boy told that we. We is again first person pronoun and it will go towards the subject or the speaker. So that is why we is plural. It means the boy is representing his class. So we will write they. The boy told that they have into had. Present perfect tense goes into past perfect tense. The boy told that they had a holiday. Number 3. The teacher said the sun is a ball of fire. Now, we have universal truth in this reported speech, and I have told you the rule that if the reported speech is in a universal truth or any fact of nature or science, we will not change its tense. Its tense will remain same. The teacher said or the teacher told that the sun is a ball of fire. We will not change its tense. Yes, Julia, very good beta, very good attempt. Okay, let's move forward. He said to me, my book was stolen. He told me that. Okay, now my is first person pronoun and it will go towards the subject or the speaker. He told me that his book was into present perfect tense, past tense always towards the present perfect tense, had been stolen. Okay, past continuous tense into past perfect tense beta. We all know this is the rule. I can show you the slide as well. The change of tense. See, present continuous, sorry, past continuous into past perfect. Okay, past perfect. Okay. So, what will be the answer now? He said to me, my book was stolen. He told me that his book had been stolen. Number 5. He says, I am going to the post office. Now, we are going to follow the same rule. If the reporting verb is in present indefinite tense, the tense of the reported speech will not change. See, there will be no change. Sorry, it's present. Yes. If the reporting verb is in present indefinite tense, reported speech tense will not change. The same rule we are going to follow here. He says that, he tells that, or even you can write says as well. He says or he tells that. Now we are not supposed to make any kind of change in the tense of the reported speech. It will remain same. I is first person pronoun. It will go towards the speaker or the subject. He says that or he tells that he is going to the post office. Very good, Julia. Very good, Julia. You are going to do a very good job. Beta. Keep it up. Number 6. Amara says, I am working very hard. Again, the same rule. The reporting verb is in present indefinite tense, so the tense of reported speech is not going to be changed. It will remain same. Amara says or Amara tells that I towards Amara. Obviously, we will not write her name again, we will write she. Amara says or Amara tells that she is working very hard. She is working very hard. She is working very hard because the tense is in present indefinite and we are not going to change the tense of reported speech. The other one, number 7, very good, Harim beta. Okay, number 7. The teacher said yesterday it was a holiday. The teacher told that yesterday means the previous day. The teacher told that the previous day was into had been. The teacher told that the previous day had been a holiday. Okay, the teacher told that the previous day had been a holiday. Number 8. An old lady said, "It may rain now." How will we change it into indirect speech? It will be like this. An old lady told that it may into might. I have told you, may will change into might. An old lady told that it might rain now into then. It might rain then. Okay, very good, Huria. Number 9. She said, "It is time for me to study." She said or she told that it is into was. It was time for me is the first person pronoun. It will go towards the speaker or the subject. It will go towards the speaker or the subject. So it will be like her. Okay. She said or she told that it was time for her to study. Okay. Number 10. The poet says, "I love flowers." The poet says or the poet tells that I is first person pronoun and it will go towards the poet, he, or it can, we will not write the poet again, we will write he. The poet says or the poet tells that he loves flowers. Why I have written loves here? Because the reporting verb is in present indefinite tense. That is why we are not going to change the verb of reported speech. He loves flowers. Okay, few students have just joined me. Beta, kindly write present in the chat box. Few students have just joined me. Kindly write present in the chat box. Okay, number 11. The old man will say, "It is getting dark." How we are going to change it into indirect speech? The old man will say that it is getting dark. Why I have again followed the same tense? Because the reporting verb is in future indefinite tense. And I have told you the rule as well that if the reporting verb is in present indefinite tense or the future indefinite tense, the tense of the reported speech will not change. That is why the old man will say that it is getting dark. Very good, Faiza. Good job, beta. Okay, the last one, number 12. You say to me, "I am quite well." Again, see, this is present indefinite tense. Okay, so it means that the tense of reported speech is not going to be changed. How we are going to change it into indirect speech? You say to me or you tell me. Okay, you say to me or you tell me that I is the first person pronoun and it will always go towards the speaker or the subject. So who is speaker or subject here? You. Okay? You say to me or you tell me that you are quiet well. Very good, Huria. Okay. I hope the exercise of assertive sentences is clear now. In this exercise, we have followed all the rules that I have told you, the rules of changing direct speech to indirect speech. Okay? The same exercise, Villa, kindly listen to me very carefully that the same exercise I have given you in your written assignment as well. Okay? When your written assignment of English language will be uploaded on Google Classroom, then you are supposed to do that exercise in your language journals. Okay? And one thing I want to remind you before submitting your journal, please, index should be properly maintained. Title pages should be there, proper date should be there. You know that your assignments carry marks. There are 10 marks for your assignments, and we will check everything. Either the index is there, the date is there, title pages are there, or the name of the topics are there. You have to take care of all these things. Kaushal, you have just joined the class and we are left with 3 minutes only. Why you have joined too late? Should I mark you absent now? Kaushal, why have you joined the class too late? Kindly give me the reason. Okay, so I hope that it is clear to you now, Beta, that I have given you the same assignment in your written assignment. When I will upload this assignment on Google Classroom, then you are supposed to do this assignment in your language journals. Okay, so what you are supposed to do now, Kausa, if you are there, first of all, okay, let me check your chat box what you people are asking me. Kausa, what is the reason of your late joining? Can you give me the explanation, please? Is this the time to join the class just 3 minutes before? Yes, Fazia, today and tomorrow you are supposed to submit your literature journals. And next week we will ask you to submit your language journals. Okay? Okay. So what you are supposed to do, beta? Sir, I will mark your absent until and unless you are going to give me the explanation of your late joining. Okay. Beta, you have to review today's lecture. Okay, very thoroughly. Follow all the rules, learn all the rules, learn conversion of tenses, learn conversion of uh, places, adverbs of time and place, please, okay? Learn all the rules. And when I will upload the assignment on Google Classroom, then you are supposed to copy your assignment in your language journal. And repeating my words once again, beta, you have to be very, very careful about. Sir, this is not my problem, beta. From tomorrow onwards, you have to be very punctual. Kindly be on time. Okay. So, beta, you have to maintain your index with proper name, with proper date. Name of the topic should be there. Then, title pages are very important. Title pages are must to make, and each and every work should be in your journal properly, because we have mentioned in Google Classroom that each assignment carries 10 marks, and I hope that nobody of you will be going to lose 10 marks. Nobody wants to lose 10 marks, I am sure. Okay, so if you want to gain good marks in your assignments, so please make all these things like index, dates, title pages, names of topics, everything should be there. Yes, Amar, today you are going to submit your literature journal. Okay, literature journal. Today and tomorrow are the days for the submission of literature journals. Nimra, you have just joined me, Vida. Kindly write present in the chat box. Okay, I hope I am clear to you now, Vida. Is today's lecture clear? I have explained everything to you from scratch. All the rules I have explained you, then we did assertive sentences. Till our next language class, you have to stay home, stay safe, take very good care of yourself. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.